What up, everybody? This is the Bains and Beers podcast. It's your host with the most and on Bains here today with my co-host and a very special guest today. We have Teon Gibbs in the studio.
Well, what's good? What's good?
What, it's been about a year?
It's been about a year. Maybe a little bit less. But
a little bit less than a year?
Yeah.
So, what you been up to?
Busy, man. Just because the last time I was here, put a new project out. Just been branching off into the States.
The Rose Tape, right?
Rose Tape came out, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of features on there.
A lot of features, yeah.
It's like except for the intro, outro, maybe?
Yeah, intro and outro is just
So
me.
why so many features? Why so many collaborations?
I'm major into, like, building the scene. So whatever kind of, like, shit that I had going on as far as, like, attention or support from the city, from BC, from Canada, like, if I can share that with other people. It's just cross-marketing, too, because it works out for me in the end as well, right?
Yeah.
Whoever supports them will see me, like, okay, I want to support this dude, too. It really goes a long way. I think just, like, I think R&B, like, Vancouver actually has a pretty good R&B scene.
Yeah, it
So
does.
it's just like, let me get a bunch of singers on here. But realistically, I did almost every verse. I don't think I had a rap feature on the whole project. I think it was just me.
Yeah.
So,
How do you connect with all these, like?
you know, Instagram's mainly the key, man. I just hit people up on Instagram.
No ego, just hit them up, like.
No, just do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think I have a reason to have an ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to make it. I'm still trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. So there's no point in having an ego. I don't move like I'm elite or, like, better than people.
Yeah.
And I think people respond to that, like, authenticity, just being like, he just wants to build.
Yeah. He wants to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
People like that.
So you just did the festival in the weekend, right?
yeah.
How was that?
Westward Fest. It was dope.
It was in the rain.
It
though,
was
right?
crazy. There was so much rain.
Yeah.
When we got there was literally no one there when we started playing.
Yeah.
And we finished up. We had a crowd about at 150.
Jeez.
Because it was just chilling. And it was dope because it was mainly people that just came off the SkyTrain and they're just like, yo, what's going on here? And they actually just stood and watched the entire set. So I was pretty happy with that. It was a good
That's
turnout.
Are you still doing the live shows?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
why the live shows again?
Why the live shows with a live band?
Yeah, why? There's still like so much more
Do
work.
people
Like
respond to that more, though?
you could just
I
put the
think
track
so.
in the background if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but I've been to so many ratchet shows where you got, like,
Yeah.
rappers just, like, screaming into a microphone and,
Yeah.
like, they're too loud and the track's not loud enough or
Yeah.
vice versa. You don't even hear them rap and the track's just slapping.
Yeah.
They're just jumping around on stage.
But I think people just respond to it. Like, it gives them an experience, you know? Like, it's like you walk in and whether you like hip-hop or not, you kind of see, like, oh, this is fully live. Let me take a listen. And I thought that, like, this past weekend was, like, an example of, like, how that works to my benefit. Is like, I'm sure a lot of those people, you know, 45-year-old Asian lady who just came off the SkyTrain sees this and she's like, oh, okay, dope. Let me actually just check it out.
Like, vibe with this, right?
And vibe with it, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of opens you up to different, like, opportunities. And I mean, I was one of, I think, 2 artists, or maybe 3 hip-hop artists in the entire festival. So
Okay.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay, but how does it feel when you walk out there and like there's like no one there? Because you know how you said it filled up after, but like,
Yeah.
is it like, do you just still just go
Yeah,
out there?
that's
Does
what
that
I
kind of fuck with your mentality, though? Like, walking out, seeing, like,
Does it kinda
there's
just,
no one out
like-
there? As an artist, like, because I feel like a lot of local artists do go through that when they're starting off.
yeah.
Some
Because it's
people take-
hard. Like the shows, like even look back at like Travis Scott. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I
Where
watched the
in
doc,
you watched the
yeah.
documentary?
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a
it's
sick
crazy.
documentary.
Yeah.
2014. What is it like? 2019? Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, he was performing for like 15,
20 people, crazy like that. Yeah.
Apparently,
Oh, it's
one was
like-
his buddy's girlfriend or something.
You know, I think there's different phases in your career.
Mhm.
Like last year, I was just fine to eat shit. You know, pretty much. Like I'll just take whatever gig I could get. And so now this year, I've been playing like 3 or 4 gigs a month, and I can probably count on one hand the amount of gigs where it started like that, where there was no one there.
Yeah.
So for the most part, like I'm pretty okay with it because I've been hustling through that all of last year.
Yeah.
And so seeing the growth, seeing the development, I'm cool with it. At the end of the day, there was industry-related people there, Music BC, Creative BC, and the people that can put you into different opportunities and different positions, they were there. They heard us. So
That's all that matters.
yeah, you know, you got to go show out. So
Yeah.
and especially if you actually know someone with some kind of pull is actually in the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
you just do your thing
Do your thing,
regardless.
yeah.
So it's a good showing when like you're a hip hop like a quote unquote urban act,
Yeah,
and you go from 0 to 150, and
that's big.
And just like random people coming out.
yeah,
I feel like the live band does give it the extra factor because if you just hear music playing, like you're probably
Also
not
something
as
different,
inclined to
man.
go over
I feel
there.
like people vibe with that way more than like.
Well, they want to see like
Yeah.
the shit that's going on, right?
Yeah, yo, if you guys get a chance to come out to one of the shows, like please, by all means, do. It's like I like to call it more like an experience. So,
Yeah.
you know, we've been fortunate enough. We sold out the Fox in June, and that was just like no promoter.
I
just,
saw that.
Just
I
like
haven't seen the video.
you know, 4 homies to put a show on, and like we
Sold
sold it out. So that kind of shit's encouraging to me, and I think the live band aspect. A lot of people come up to me afterwards and they're like, "Yo, I paid $10 for this show. I would have been happy to pay 50." So. For me, that's the feeling I want to leave people with. Is like, yo, this was worth every single penny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What inspired the Rose tape?
Rose tape was inspired by me being a thought and messing with other thoughts.
Jeez.
No, but basically just relationships, man. Just my deep dive into like some of my previous relationships.
Yeah.
Some of the girls that I've messed with that I hurt and that hurt me, and like the insecurities that developed from that, and basically how it's
Single now?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the one. Hey.
I'm doing my solo dolo thing, which is fine. It's just fine. So
Oh.
everything's blessed.
So what's like one of the experiences that like maybe like inspired one of your songs on there? Like what happened with one of your past relationships?
So
Tell
I
a
got
story.
it.
Tell us a
Tell
Yeah,
us
I'll
a
tell
story.
you a story.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Tell
That's
you
your
a
real
story.
story.
That's
Something
your
that,
story.
you
I'm gonna
know,
sit back. I'm gonna relax.
something deep.
Yeah. Yeah. So a few years ago, I was engaged. A few years back, and we broke that off. And I got a track on there called "Sacrifices," and it basically just kind of unpacks like why we broke that off, and it came down to like terrible communication.
Yeah.
We were both young, stupid, and we wanted different things in life, but we still had the love for each other, so we couldn't really communicate how to move through that. And at the end of the day, a lot of my relationships kind of fall apart because girls just get tired of like me being like, nah, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to see you for like 4 days because I'm gonna be in the studio, and then I got this show, and then I gotta drive to Surrey for an interview. You know, so you never know.
Shout out, sir. Scott Road 72.
There you go. So you just never know, right? So that's kind of just me like unpacking all the sacrifices I've made, and it's in terms of relationships, and it's also in terms of who I am as a person and what I've done for this like music to try push it to this level where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And I was actually fortunate enough. A previous relationship, there's actually like a dialogue that the girl talks in it, and she was actually the girl I was seeing at the time when I was recording the record, and she basically unpacks how she was feeling at the time, and that kind of led up to our breakup.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, you know, she explained like, yo, I'm not, I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I wanted, and you don't appreciate what you have in front of you, so.
So is that like something you talk about now before you get into a relationship?
Like, where do you go like to?
Yeah.
When you
What
go
do you
into
take from
another
that
one?
experience?
I mean, I just keep it a band with people. Just be honest.
Yeah.
I just let them know this is kind of where I'm at in my life. My priorities are here.
Yeah.
And you know, there's no slight disrespect or like no negative feelings towards you if you don't want to commit to this. Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I really want this, you know. I really want to make this a reality. I'm putting the right people around me to make this really happen, and the last thing I want is to be distracted because of a relationship or because of a girl, you know. That doesn't really make sense to me.
So the music's you're putting the music first?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the one, so you were engaged. How's that feeling, like the fact that like you're like about to spend the rest of your life with someone and like it's steered off the other way?
I mean, right after it happened, I felt like I failed. That was like the major thing for me. I felt like
How
I failed.
old were you?
I was 21 at the time.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I was just young, like young. I'm 28 now, right? So it feels like almost like a different life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I just really felt like I had failed. I really felt like I had let her down. I felt like she had wasted her time. And she actually had to because we weren't together anymore. She actually had to leave the country because she can like have status here or whatever to be here legally. So
Shit.
kind of felt like that was on me a little bit. But at the end of the day, I look at it as a growing experience. I had to go through that experience and like see how rough that was, understand like how to value, the good people around me, I guess. So the people who are really real with me, like, yo, you guys, this is becoming unhealthy, you need to leave. At the time, I didn't listen. So now I value those people now in my life who are just like straight up with me and they tell me like to my face, no, yes, man, just like, yo, yeah, exactly, like you're making a bad decision, like, you can do better. I need those people around me, so.
That's good. That's what you gotta have, right? What's the Ones Collective?
The 100 Collective?
Yeah, or 100. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's just my way. So me and a couple homies. Shout out KB Cut. Shout out Sahil.
I know Sahil.
Roke,
Yeah,
he's the homie.
Shout out Sahil, man.
Yeah, he's the homie.
He's a good guy.
So me and a couple homies, it's kind of our brainchild as a way of like just putting people on in the city, essentially. A lot of rappers, a lot of R&B singers, a lot of people just bitch about like how we're so divided. This community is not connected, and no one supports each other.
They don't nobody wants to do anything about it.
Yeah, so it's like, well, I'm not gonna complain about it and not try and at least try and do something. So, basically, we just kind of listen to music, keep our ears to the street. Whoever we think is like really dope and would fit like a modern aesthetic. We get them in a production studio. We filmed them doing one of their songs, and now we're starting to do interviews with the artists. We're starting to, try and like do deep dives into like how they wrote the song, what it's about, and really just kind of showcase their talents. I think that's more important, to be able to put other people in a position where they can win. So we're actually creating the content. We're not just like taking a music video that they have and just reposting it on our page. And I think that's really valuable because we post it on our page and then we give it to them and they can post it on their page. So we're essentially just giving people free content. So the majority of artists are really into it, basically just based off of that. But what it's doing for like the community and I mean our own networks, and I'm hoping eventually the city's networks, is we want 100 Collective to be a spot where you can be like, yo, I'm looking for a graphic designer. Do you know someone? And someone within the collective or just in the city, because of the networking aspect and like just the positivity, will be able to be like, yeah, I got you.
So
You hit my guy up.
Like a LinkedIn.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, in a way. So that's kind of the vibe right now. So right now it's like more like it's looking like a kind of like a streaming platform like Tiny Desk or like Colors. So that's kind of the mood right now. We're going to continue to build this, but we're going to keep unpacking artist interviews, beat breakdowns, explaining how they wrote the song, that kind of stuff, and just really try to make as much content for people in the city as we can, and hopefully we get some kind of funding. That's the move. It's like we're just doing all this for free, right? So if we can get some kind of funding from like BC, I think we can push this further.
Hey, government.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on it.
I would love to be in a position.
Give us some money too.
Yeah, 100%. Start throwing some dollars around.
You guys got enough. You spend money on stupid shit all the
time. I'd love to be in a position where I could like have a festival, like 100 Fest, and like I don't even perform in it, just literally just having people
like throw it on,
who've been on the sessions before and just be like, yo, here's your chance, like go do your thing.
So what was the thing you posted on Instagram today? The email thing? Is like that's what the part of it basically.
So I posted today and just I'm trying to find ways of engaging my following, and the people who are really, really like invested in me and they really want to see me win. So being able to, I have my own camera now. My roommate, he shoots videos. So being able to just make our own content on the fly, and give them exclusive content. So we're in a studio session with it's a big feature. For me, it's exciting. Being able to like make a video unlisted on YouTube and then to share it with an exclusive group of people that are like committed and actually like they're like invested in the career growth. Exactly. Giving them that, like that makes it really personal. Hey yo, hopefully, in 5 years I get a documentary like Travis Scott and now we have all this documented shit that we can just put up. Right?
We'll make the cut or what?
Exactly, 100%. So I think that's what it's all about though. It's like it's finding ways to engage people who are invested in you so that they can be encouraged to share you. You know what I'm saying? I think the more you win, or the more honest you are, like the more you let them into your world, the more people want to like share that world with others. So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's so hard to do.
Very hard, man.
Because a lot of people ain't like.
A lot of
about that
genuineness is hard. There's a lot of
Yeah.
clout chasers.
100%, yo.
People only want to fuck with you if you actually like,
If you poppin'.
Yeah.
What's your
Otherwise,
feeling
everybody's
on
like,
clout
what
chasing?
you got to give me, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we're being like all the way real, like there's a lot of that in Vancouver.
I see. Yeah.
That's just facts. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people are just, there's a lot of opportunities that are going to people that it's either some politics bullshit
Yeah.
or like they kind of they were on a song and that song's kind of popping, so now we just support that. But at the end of the day, I could be wrong, and this could be all one big failure. That's real talk. That's the risk I have to take doing it.
Yeah.
But I think like I would rather be able to come out of this whole thing in, I don't know, 2 years, 5 years, whenever I look back on this where I'm at now and be like, yo, I tried to do something honest for the city, tried to do something good for the city. And if it pans out, it pans out. And if it doesn't pan out, then hey, at least I tried, right? So, but yeah, that's a reality, man. There's a lot of artists. Like you look at the Faded Festival, you look at the Breakout Festival, and you'll see some artists. You're like, bro,
How the fuck they on there?
how are they on there? This person has one song out, fam.
Yeah. Real talk.
Like they have one song out. You'd be confused by that.
Yeah.
And I did, bro.
So you think that's because of politics?
I think it's because of politics.
But politics comes with everything, right?
It's facts.
So what are you gonna do? Like it's just up
Okay,
to
but
you.
then why would someone want to put someone on there, right? Behind
Well, you're
the
my
festival?
best friend, right? And that
You think it's
you
because of
got
that?
a
Because
song.
just because you're a friend? But like, okay, if I'm running the Faded Festival, Breakout Festival, why would I want someone on there that's not really?
You're my friend. It's like politics. I don't know, man. The
Yeah,
clout.
I
It's
think it's
like
the
the
connections.
following connections, networking.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I think it's the connections.
You know the
really.
right people that get put on.
Yeah, it's like
There's different groups.
I can try finesse my way into something,
Yeah.
but if like
But
that
that wouldn't be you being genuine then.
yeah, but it's the thing is I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, like, if I have someone who is like on the committee that builds, that they choose the people that are gonna play the show.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for me to just send like an email or text message, yo, bro, I'd love to be on it, and they'd be like, yeah, man, I've seen you work and that's dope, man. And it can come from a really sincere place. But I mean, you have other artists who have got catalog, they're touring, they're doing their own thing, who may be more deserving of that. I don't know. Which is the way it goes, though. Literally just the way it goes.
So it is, right?
Yeah.
But then can you really be mad at that?
No.
You can't, right?
You can't.
You gonna sit
can't.
around and sulk all day about it?
You can't.
Can't.
Because that's just.
You're gonna move on, right?
You can't. At the end of the day, it's just unhealthy for you more than
Yeah,
anyone else, right?
100%.
Like, all you can do is make the right moves that you think are best for yourself and the people around you.
Yeah.
If people fuck with it, they fuck with it. And if they don't, then you just got to hold that, really.
And you're from Kelowna, right?
Yeah, I lived in
Kelowna?
Kelowna about 6 years before I got here, yeah.
Nice. But you're born in
Botswana.
where is that?
Southern Africa.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How long did you live there?
I finished up high school there, so I moved to Canada in 2010.
How was growing up there?
Different.
How did, like,
Slower,
what was it? Yeah.
easier. People take more time to just talk. It's like if you compare being here and then going to like New York, that was like my change from being back home and then coming here. It just seemed like a lot less like personal. People had their days and they needed to get shit done.
Yeah.
So it just moved at a different speed. Obviously the weather was just way better. But yeah, I mean, realistically, man, like it's a developed country. It's not like a lot of people ask me the crazy stuff here. They be like, "Yo, bro, you live in like a hut, fam, or something." I'm like, nah, fam. Like,
No, I've only met one person. Well, obviously other than you from
Yeah.
South Africa.
Dope.
He's a doctor, like the nicest guy.
Nah, bro, if it was any other artist, they'd be hyping it up. They'd be like, yo, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
facts.
Yo,
from
man, I
slums,
lived
I
in
had to
3
do
huts
struggle.
at
lived
the
in 3
same
huts.
time underneath 2 mattresses.
Yeah.
I killed a lion when I was 13. You know how it is.
I
when
wrestled
you-
3 bears.
Yeah.
So when you write music, where does that come from? Just like what you're feeling?
I started writing music because, honestly, I was just like, we traveled a lot growing up, and I just started writing as like a therapy.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the same instance now. Now there's like more opinions, there's more politics involved, there's more, there's anger towards certain things, there's sadness towards certain things, there's, I got the highest the highs and the lowest the lows. So I feel like it's just the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're never gonna hear me capping.
Yeah.
You know, like yo, I just put up, you know, in
Yeah.
fucking
Ferrari,
Audi.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You'll never hear me pop capping like that. Like I literally said on my album, like I said some line. I was like, I've been nice since Honda Civic. You know, that's literally like that's where I'm at right now. I'm saying I'm nice now. Doesn't matter what kind of whip I got. So that's just probably his.
Drake wasn't always rolling around in Lambos. And
No, man, that was back in the days, accurate
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, nobody was. Or
Yeah,
you
that's
think you're
facts.
just gonna fucking wake up and have a Lamborghini outside?
no,
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that.
no.
Fuck, I was gonna ask you something. I totally forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna. What's your favorite song that you've like made?
Myself?
Yeah, like what's your favorite?
Yo,
song?
but how do you pick that, man?
I don't
Like,
know.
you
Some
create your
people
own
have like a
album,
yo. Like there's some like songs I feel like are like special to you.
I feel like
That are, like, a
it's
little
it's
bit-
like,
I
choo-
created
it's like
all
choosing your
this.
kids, man.
I created all this, but like. that's
Okay,
my
yeah,
favorite.
but yo, some kids are like,
Some
parents
kids-
have their favorites. It's bullshit if
I
you
think,
don't think
I think
that.
low key they do.
They probably do.
So low key, you probably have a favorite song.
Yeah, I mean,
which one's your favorite child?
shit, man. I think. I
I like that new song you just dropped.
Love.
Yeah, it sounds sick.
Yeah, that one's dope, man. I'm excited for that. Actually, yeah, I just got Vancouver International Film Festival. They're doing this thing called Sound Off, and they asked me to perform that
Oh,
for
that's
like
sick.
some industry dudes in LA. So
That's
pretty
I like
cool.
that song.
I think my favorite song to perform is and probably always will be Rookie Season.
Yeah,
Like,
that's hype.
it's just like a really dope way to start your show off. So that one's got a special place in my heart. But I think realistically, Spanish Bang is probably my favorite track.
Smash Bang.
Why's that?
I think it was just because when things started clicking for me,
Yeah.
like I figured out like this is kind of how I want to sound. This is kind of the subject matter I want to talk about. This is kind of like the vibe and the energy I want to give people. So I think that's kind of where I was like, yeah, this is, and everything since then is just built from that point.
Mm.
So that's kind of like the foundation of how I'm exploring sounds right now, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
But who are like artists that inspire you?
Locally or just like everywhere?
Oh, fuck locally. Anyway.
Fuck. Who's really inspiring you, local?
Come on, man. Who's really other than your friend? Obviously, your friend circle is gonna inspire you because you have a lot of people. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too. I guess we can get into that. But like your
Yeah.
friend circle around you, you guys are really like seem very tight, like on your Instagram and everything.
Yeah, bro,
And you guys are like seem like a whole brother sisterhood
yeah.
type of thing. It looks
Those
like
guys-
a lot of fun.
Those guys are the homies, man.
Yeah.
The group chat's crazy.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, we just all connected. It's funny, like I've only known them for like a year, but
Wow.
we just played so many shows, and we basically were just like, fuck money, let's not talk about that. Like,
Just go for it.
we're just whoever's the show is, we just figure out how to make that show the dopest as
Yeah.
possible, right? And so usually the band is the first people that get paid. So like a lot of times if I have a show, I'll be like, all right, if I have to take a financial hit to make sure these guys get fed, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the attitude everyone has. It's not selfish. So I think that's brought us pretty close. And it's just being able to be real with people. Like I said, I don't like having yes men around me. So everyone does have yes
Yeah.
men. There's no way you can avoid that. But like having your people closest to you, I don't think they should be yes men. So
What are you gonna do? Say yeah.
Yeah.
What if your song sucks?
People love that, eh? Just having the yes man. Some people just like.
Well, that's why the shitty music comes up.
As soon as you can tell someone as soon as like you kind of criticize a little bit, you can just see the look on their face. right?
Yeah.
They'll always be like, "Yo, tell me the truth, man. Be real with me."
I know it's
Everybody
facts.
gives that spiel, you know, like, "Yo, just tell me the truth, man. Tell me how it really sounds."
Tell me how you really feel about it, and then you tell them.
And when you actually say it, they.
But
kinda
you
get
know the
that.
problem when you say it, like the ego comes out too sometimes, and
Yeah.
the artist. But like that's depending like how close you really are. Like maybe you're not that close to actually have that opinion.
What's crazy to me is like some people like I'd understand if you've been working on one song for like 4 or 5 months, like
Mhm.
you've been like putting your entire energy into it,
Yeah.
and then the next man just rips it apart. Like, out of shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'd understand why that would hurt, but like, to be honest, I think most people like they spend like 2 hours on a song and then it's done. And then they just put
I've
it
seen
out.
people walk into the studio and finish a song in 20 minutes.
Yeah, so like, if you're gonna take like
Gucci,
take it
Gucci,
personal, if you're gonna take that personal,
make a
like,
fucking song
there's
right
no
now.
hope, you know?
Gucci.
But I think there's some dope local acts right now. There's a handful of people
Yeah.
I think are actually dope.
Who are your favorites?
I think Boslin is actually dope.
Yo, Boston's sick.
Boslin's actually dope.
Yeah,
Hit it nice.
Boston, yeah, he's
It's
sick.
sick.
He's nice. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I actually like can listen to his music on a daily basis. Be like, yeah, fuck with it.
Yeah, the Hidden Night song is fucking hit, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's fire. I mean, respect to Manila Gray. They're doing their thing.
Yeah.
They make great music. Like you know, I'm not really like, I wasn't really a fan, but that La 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 track, BB No Money, like,
Yeah.
I got it is a good track.
That's a good song.
Who's that?
He's I don't know how to say it. I'm not gonna sing the song, but
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it, bro.
let's hear you. You're the singer.
I gotta. I'm drinking beer right now. I can't do all that.
And he's
What's his name?
BB No Money.
BB No Money?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I think it's inspiring though. Like just what he's done. Like having a legitimate.
He's just sold
viral
out
song.
fucking shows everywhere.
Yeah,
Across,
having a legitimate. Yeah, it's dope.
It's crazy.
And then there's people on the come up. Like I think Triss is really dope. I think Kendra Diaz is really dope. Like I think there's some people on the come up that are really really smart. Farah, like she's really found her sound. I think on her last project. So there's some actually really dope artists in Vancouver, and it'll just be interesting to see how they can get out of Vancouver or get their music out of Vancouver anyway.
Yeah.
That's
Do
the
you see
trickiest
someone?
part.
Do you see anyone?
I mean,
anytime soon.
outside of like Manila Gray and the guys who've kind of already doing it, like I think Boslin's for sure he's on track to do it. He's on pace. Like
Where do you see yourself?
I think I'm on pace to do it, man.
Yeah.
I believe in myself, and I think I make good music. I think I make different music. I think I have like a very specific like, oh, that sounds like a Teon song, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that because I don't sound like anyone else in the
You
city.
sound like The Weeknd or
Yeah.
like Drake or, you know.
Yeah, and so that with in combination with like the live show, I think at least people feeling like, yeah, this is an artist I can buy into kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what at least I think. So I tell myself that every day
Well, you should.
before I go out there and do my shit. So I think it can be done. I think it's just the right people need to be. It's all about timing. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So where do you want to be like in say a couple of years? Like do you have like goals set out? Like I know you probably don't want to be like, okay, like exactly.
Are you just kind of riding the wave, just going with it?
nah, I think I mean yeah, you kind of ride the wave a little bit, just to kind of obviously like build off of it. But I think realistically, man, like in 2-3 years, I would love to be able to be like, yo, I just toured Europe. I did 15 shows. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, 2,000 seater venues. Like, yo,
It's realistic too.
they were all like sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they're all at capacity or near capacity.
Your capacity,
I would love to be able to say that. Like, I'm looking. I don't think you can recreate like what happens with a Drake or like with a J. Cole.
No.
I think like you can recreate what happens with like a Russ or a Chance. Like you have the means in your control to be like, nah, I can sell out 1,000 seater venues across the world, and people will hear my music everywhere. Like I think you can do that with the right moves, but like becoming a megastar like Drake and whatnot, like that's just like you need to have someone be in the right place at the right time, have the right investor hear you, put the right money into you, and obviously be dope. Like
You gotta be good.
yeah,
End of the day, you're not like.
You gotta be good at selling yourself. Like, in
Yeah.
a sense, right? Like Drake's a good performer. He's just good. Everything he does, interviews,
Turns into
everything.
gold.
crazy, actually crazy.
It's like a full-time job at that point, right? You just gotta. Like at one point, I think like is he actually creating like his own like lyrics and stuff, or does he have someone that's like?
I feel like he
matching-
has like fucking scientists that do tests on what people like.
Because
to
at a
hear.
certain point, you're just a brand.
do
And
it.
he's just playing out.
Yeah,
Like he's a puppet,
yeah.
and he's just doing this thing.
You gotta maintain.
And there's a lot of people behind him that are telling him what to do.
And I really think like if you just maintain a certain level of success and you're Drake, like there's a lot of people making a lot of money off of that, So I don't think anyone wants him to fall off in his team anyway, because they're making so much money.
100%.
Would you sign with a label?
Shit, man, that's a good question.
I always wonder this because I don't understand this shit.
I don't get it, man, because I've heard a lot of local artists say that they've had labels reach out to them,
And then I'm like,
and then
well,
that they don't take
They
it.
don't
I don't
take
know if it's true. I don't know if that's just something everybody's saying. I'm just like, yo, man, if some label
Say,
reaches
hey,
out to
man,
me,
I'm fucking sign my life
hey.
away.
But then again, I don't know what comes with the business side of music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just being honest, right? So like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably cap. I don't think that's real.
Yeah.
I feel like when someone presents you, even if it's a trash deal, you know, and they're like, yo, here's $50,000. This is your deal for 2 albums. Like, a lot of people would just be like, yep, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
sign me up. And that's by all means, that's not a good deal, really, depending on your terms, but it's probably not going to be a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you have to kind of know your business, you know what I'm saying, or to have someone around you that knows the business. And last time I checked, like, if there's 10,000 artists in Vancouver, 98% of them don't have managers.
Yeah.
Don't have experienced managers. Not many people are like doing shows outside of the city, traveling. Only a handful of people are getting like decent streaming numbers. So if people are getting deals on the table, I think there's an elite group that might be able to look at the deal and be like, this is not a good look for me.
Yeah.
But then I think most people,
Mm-hmm.
like, I kind of classify myself as like a second tier artist in Vancouver. Like, I think I haven't broken to that first tier yet. I think I will, but
That's a fair assessment, actually. I agree with that.
I think so.
I
like,
agree with that.
I think like there's a level that I haven't reached yet. I think Vanilla Grey is crossing into that first tier.
Yeah.
You know, you like you're dropping virals. You know, your BB No Money's, that's first tier artist. Your Mercules is whether you like the music or not. That's a first tier artist. So I think I'm in a second tier, and I feel like most people who are in that second tier would have the smarts to know, all right, this is a good deal, this is a bad deal. But I mean, there's a lot of tiers.
So what would it take? Like, what if I came to you and I was like,
I think, if someone
bag.
approached me and they're like, yo, management deal, I think that'd be a really good look. Or if they were like, yo, a single deal, I'd probably do a single deal.
Single deal?
Just to see what the working relationship
Would you ever sign your life away?
If the single deal went really well and that shit was everywhere and they were like, yo, we want to do a full album and we can up the ante, then maybe I would. I think the best situation you can be in is just getting distribution.
Yeah.
Proper distribution.
So you're not against like labels? Because I've seen a lot of artists like against them, saying like they're take advantage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I guess they do.
Yeah.
Right? It's not
But it's like give and take relationship too at the same time.
Exactly.
At the same time, you got to give them something in order for them to give you something, right?
Yeah, I mean, if someone's gonna give you $500,000, you know what I'm saying, and this is your budget for 2 albums.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta understand that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So if you fall off on sales and you get fucked, that's just the reality. That's the risk you took when you signed. Now they're like, I mean, that's a pretty fair deal though, but there are some like really terrible deals and you can get finessed.
Yeah.
25K for life?
Yeah, you know, that's crazy.
25K for life.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. So I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I think just finding the right situation. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So if you guys had an investor
Yeah.
and they're like, yo, I want to give you guys $10,000, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then they're like, but I want to make some changes.
What are you gonna change?
Like, what are you gonna change?
What are
you
the
have to make that
terms?
assessment, right? Like, you have to be like, all right, like, what am I willing to
like
compromise?
$10,000 sounds nice right now.
Yeah.
But like, what am I giving up, right?
If you want to like make this, let's say in 6 months this is all just gonna become political content.
Yeah.
And that's your passion. You guys want to do that. And someone says you can't talk about politics, but I'm gonna give you $15K. Are you willing to be like, all right, cool, I'll take that money and we'll just talk to artists and we'll talk to entrepreneurs in the city?
Yeah.
Or are you like, nah, I'm not gonna take that money. I'm gonna really, stick true to my vision.
Talk about Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, I mean,
politics.
Andrew Scheer.
Conservatives.
Who are you voting for?
Who you
Oh wait, you're not supposed to ask people that, right?
fam. Yo. Who am I voting for? I don't even know. I'll be real.
I don't know
into
either.
politics much?
I think I'm going with the Green Party this year.
Green Party?
Yeah. I heard they got a good
So do you guys
form.
vote like according to like your
I've never voted.
local shit, or like do you guys just be like, all right, okay, I want liberals to win, so I'm voting liberal?
I've never voted.
Never voted? How about you?
I don't know. I think I'd go according to like.
I'll probably do my research if I was actually gonna do it. The
little-
last
little
2
bit of
years, I
research.
didn't do my research, so I was like, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna fuck something up."
Yeah,
But I feel
But
like
either
by
way,
not
man,
voting,
any
it makes
party
it.
that promise you what they promise you ain't gonna do what they.
it's facts.
You know what I mean?
It's facts.
Oh yeah, back to the other question. I guess we went off on a tangent there. The inspiring, like, what are the big artists that inspire you? Like the. Drakes of the world and the Kanye's.
Even though I didn't really like his last album, Chance is an inspiration to me.
Yeah. I didn't like his last album either.
Nah, man, I didn't like that whole.
I like it. It was weird, man. But I really liked his interviews.
It really sounded like he cheated on his wife and she caught him, and then his whole album was just dedicated to her because he wanted to say sorry or something like that. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Probably.
But,
Like,
He probably did.
yeah,
he did.
probably did, yo.
Oh, he got.
yeah, he did.
Oh, that really happened?
No, yeah, he cheated on her. I'm pretty sure.
then he got
was
caught?
hoeing around. He was I watched a couple of his interviews. Like, yeah, he was definitely hoeing around, and now he wants to be a faithful guy. That's a new
Yeah.
like trend going around too. Faithful man.
What was it, Charlemagne?
That's such a savage thing to say. Black
It's
men
true.
don't
It's
cheat.
a trend.
That's so savage to
Is
say.
it not a trend? The
Yo, man.
faithful men. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to be faithful
Man,
before everybody
Black
wants.
I think
men don't
everything
cheat.
becomes a trend.
Well, he said it here
Black
first.
men don't cheat.
Have you ever cheated?
Yeah.
Did you feel bad?
The first time.
How'd you feel after?
Did you do it again with the same girl?
Yeah, I did. I did. I
Oh.
did.
So you didn't feel that bad?
Yeah, no, I did feel bad.
Okay,
then-
okay. Was it like you cheated because you felt like
Or did you cheat? Were you just like flirting, or it's like?
you
Oh, no, I-
cheated?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it,
full
like
on-
do it
full
like
on
properly,
cheated,
right? Yeah.
Full on cheated. I mean, it's not someone that I
Were you
like.
done with the first girl? Like, did you go back? and,
It was no, it was done after that.
It was done.
Yeah,
So
it
you
was
were
done.
kind of over her.
Yeah, it was coming to an end.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where like I probably should have like ended the relationship
Before you did
properly
it,
before
yeah.
I did it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
it
didn't,
was best for
and
us.
then it ended.
Damn.
But hey, what about you? You ever cheated? Either of you?
No,
No.
brown men don't cheat either.
Brown men don't cheat. I'm mixed, so you know. I guess the white in me cheated.
We'll call it how it is.
Yeah.
I've
Nah.
cheated.
But
I think it's
yeah.
super interesting. Like, I feel like cheating is not even like a big deal anymore.
Hey, have you been cheated on?
I've been cheated on, yeah.
Ooh, how did that one feel?
Damn.
I never been cheated on.
Well,
I think I don't know.
I
But
mean,
At least
yeah.
that's what he thinks.
I mean, I got cheated on. I was
fuck do I know?
like high school though, so it's not really like.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
whatever,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
But like high school, you just started like falling.
Yeah, you know, it's not nothing. Like
Couple
at
days
the
of
end.
pettiness.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
then I was like heartbroken, but looking back, I'm like that wasn't that serious, yo.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But I feel like it's like I feel like cheating and like being in open relationships is like a really common thing now.
It's becoming a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
open relationships. That one
Yeah.
guy was talking about it. I heard him talk about it. He
Would you
said
feel
he loves
comfortable
it.
in an open relationship?
No, man.
I don't think I could
Fuck
do it.
that. Well, like I can't personally do it. I don't know for other people, but like
Yeah,
I'd suck
personally
at it.
wouldn't be able to.
I feel like the man in me is like, yeah, only if I'm the one who gets to do what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could really. Knowing someone else is killing my ting, I don't know if I could deal with that.
Right?
Honestly, I
You
don't know if I
go
could deal with
home
that.
every night. To this
Yeah.
person.
Okay, this is the question. Do you watch Power? Or
You know what? I just got Crave.
Okay.
Because
Yo,
Power's on
Power's
Crave.
intense.
Yeah.
So I'm literally starting that this weekend. So.
Okay,
Fuck
so,
Tariq.
Anyways, so watch Power, but basically the question does not have to do with the show. So basically, what's his name? Carmelo Anthony's wife.
Oh yeah.
Lala.
So Lala. So she's on that
Beautiful.
show. Yeah,
Mhm.
gorgeous, right? She's on that show, and she like obviously has sex and makes out with like other guys in the show.
He's a man.
How would you feel in your marriage if like would you be comfortable with that? Because of acting, because like you're in like the
Acting?
and you're like
okay,
in
you're
a-
married to an actress.
you're married to an
Oh,
actress.
There's
yeah, no,
scenes
that's-
where she's
that's
making
cool,
out.
man.
You're cool because you're in the entertainment industry, so you
I'm
kind of
cool with
understand
that.
it, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
As long as you get to do it back, right?
I mean, yeah, basically. No, but
So you'd be cool. Like imagine you're sitting there, your wife's with you.
You turn the TV.
You turn the
Honey,
TV
look at
on,
my-
and your whole family, everybody's there. And it's just your wife making out with another guy on the screen.
Oh my god,
Dude, honestly, like
I mean, that situation probably would not be like the best, but
I
like,
look at her, I'd be like, what the fuck?
But-
like,
You know what I mean?
Couldn't you get a different role?
you know, going back to like being in an open relationship, I think I could actually handle it if it was just like, oh yeah, I went on a date with this dude and we made out. But knowing like someone's actually nutting in my tank,
Yeah.
like, nah, that I don't think I can handle. But
Yeah,
that's probably why I can
crazy,
handle
bro.
acting, because I'm like, you know, whatever. They just kissed. It's all good, fine.
Like you're always insecure about it. Like, what if it's better with him?
Well,
right?
think about it, he can kiss back, right? To other girls, open relationship both ways.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but then watch, it just becomes a petty thing.
competition,
It's gonna
right?
become a competition. And then is that even healthy?
Yeah, I think you have to set like
I'm
actual
confused,
like.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm basing this all off of my one homie who's in an open relationship, and I'm just telling you shit that he
How's
says to
he?
me.
He's cool. He's chilling.
He's cool. Apparently, so the girl is the one who's been doing it for the last 4 years. She's been in open relationships. This is his first one.
So you just try and test.
Well, I've heard stories of people in open relationships, but they're in an open relationship, but neither of them have done stuff with other people.
I mean, is that really an open relationship?
Well, they call it an open relationship. I don't understand. How the
So
fuck
maybe
is it
it's
open?
okay.
You're allowed.
They have that option.
Who's gonna be the first one to
There's
do
the two
it?
people here, right? And you can go to her and you can go to him, but
Yo,
it's your
maybe they
choice
just
if you
call
wanna
it,
go there.
and yo, maybe they're just saying it's an open relationship to make themselves feel better if they did get cheated on.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's a good point, man.
Because if
You know what I
neither
mean?
of them are doing it, then it's nigga.
Then they're just
it's
kind
not
of
really-
if they get cheated on, they could just be like, oh, but we were in an open relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of a mental thing.
But then if one person does it first, does it just become a petty thing where they just say,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm gonna get you back?
Yeah.
And then it
So
opens
is
the
that shit even
floodgates.
healthy? I guess some people can deal with their emotions better than other people, right?
Yeah, I think as long as there's proper communication with it.
God. Okay, we fucking missed the question.
What was the question?
The artist.
Which famous artist? is
Famous
fired?
artist.
Fuck the artist.
Yeah, you want to talk about Drake and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, J. Cole is. I know we started talking about this. I said Chance, and that's how we got into the
Chance,
wife
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
That's how we got
Yeah,
into
Chance
Um,
cheating on his wife.
what do we
Well,
got?
not anymore though. He's a faithful man now.
yeah. I mean, I like Russ's business savvy. His attitude's kind of shitty, but
A couple of
whatever.
the songs aren't bad.
Oh, he makes some slappers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That track with P&B, that's crazy. I think it's
I just
called
know What They Want or something. That's a good song.
What They Want's though. Situations, issues.
No,
I don't
so
know.
it was a sick music video.
Oh, right.
Was
My
it?
bad.
You sing music video?
Sick music video.
Yeah. How sick was it, eh?
So,
Oh yeah.
School in the morning is gonna be sick too.
PNB Rock and Russ. The track's called Issues. That track's really
Yeah.
dope. I think J. Cole's an inspiration.
J. Cole's dope.
Yeah, I just feel like grinding for 7 years.
Well, you're kind of doing something similar, like what he did with that last album.
Yeah.
He brought in all those artists and tried,
Yeah, in a
giving
lot of
them that,
ways. Yeah,
spotlight.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to
That was something different. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I thought it was a fire album.
Yeah.
Yo, to be honest with you, I
song.
think that's probably the best hip hop album that came out this year.
You think so?
I
Yeah.
liked that one. I liked Young Thugs.
I don't think I've listened to Young Thug's album yet.
That's pretty good. And
That's the one that J. Cole executive produced.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, actually, I think I have listened to it. That was actually
Young
fire.
Thugs is a good album. And
You like the Baby's album?
I don't really listen to it. I don't think.
I don't really.
I just like some of his songs, hype songs.
I think I like the Baby more than I like his music.
Yeah, his personality's great.
Yeah, his personality's
He's a great
dope.
guy.
Yeah,
He shit kicked that guy in the fucking store.
bro, that was crazy.
Can you imagine
That was crazy.
Louis Vuitton store just getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, that was crazy. He
That was
pulled his
hilarious.
pants down
That guy
afterwards.
kinda deserved it, though.
Yeah, he 100%.
Right?
100%.
What do you do in that
But okay,
situation as an artist?
you're a celebrity. You're an artist. You can't. You gotta control yourself though.
That other dude was a rapper too.
He's a rapper.
Oh really?
That other dude's a
But
yeah,
rapper.
but
okay,
obviously he's not even
if-
close to the status of him.
Even
No.
even that though, right? People are gonna come up to you and try to
Fuck,
get you to
man. Maybe
react.
he's really about that life, man. He's
I think
fucking
he-
raps about it. I think he just might be.
I watched the Nardwar interview. Apparently, James Brown's his uncle.
James Brown. Oh shit.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
Hardware.
Nardwar.
Shout out Nardwar out
Yeah,
here.
he's from Vancouver. That's
the
crazy. Oh, what do you have next?
OG.
Anything? Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you one question.
Yeah,
I forgot.
favorite artist.
Oh no.
Back at
Oh yeah, who's the favorite one?
J. Cole. Yeah, J. Cole's amazing, man. Kendrick's amazing.
Kendrick. Yeah.
Chance is
I
amazing.
don't know, like Kendrick recently. I like his older stuff.
Like it's like
Like what's that? The old songs, like swimming pools
Swimming
and all
Pool.
those songs.
Good Kid, Mad City was.
Yeah.
Good,
amazing.
that one, that one. I like that one. I was gonna ask you, why should we care about Teon Gibbs and your music? Why should people care?
Shit,
Why
man.
should they tune in?
'Cause I'm
Damn,
being-
man, you working on the questions, eh?
No, that's good. I like that, yo. Cause I'm being honest, nigga. Like I think.
Oh, he said. Here comes the real man.
I think because everyone out here just in a world where so many people are just like faking so many things,
Yeah.
like I'm okay to just tell you, yo, this was an L. I caught an L here.
Yeah.
And put it on the song and talk about it. And I feel like no one's really not I should say no one. Not many people are communicating in their music. It's just like off the hype shit. So
Yeah.
I think authenticity goes a long way, and I think people can buy into that and they can see the difference between someone who's authentically trying to do something and someone who's not. And plus, I put this on my name right now. I have the best live show in the city, 100%.
I agree.
100%.
I gotta see it. But
You gotta come.
From what I've
Instagram,
seen,
but
like, I've never
Instagram
seen
is gangster.
anybody.
Yeah.
Instagram
No.
looks sick.
It's better in real life, I promise you.
When's the next one?
Friday night I'm doing Guilt and Co. Waiting for Fortune to confirm, but November 29th this is gonna looking like Fortune Sound Club.
Is there many live band shows here?
Nope.
live band hip hop acts?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Who are making like
Because I've
current
seen
sounding
your
music
snippets.
now?
I've never like come to your show, but I've seen on
Yeah.
like Instagram and stuff, and the crowd's usually vibing with it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's
When you go to
sometimes-
Kelowna, it's lit too.
yeah. It's been lit, man. We're fortunate. I think like there's a couple artists in the city who are making like doing live band who make hip hop music, and they're dope. But I like to think I sound like shit that's like sounds like you could hear it on your Spotify playlist. Like
Yeah.
so, I think that's the main difference is that I still feel like a young person making like young current music.
Yeah.
You hear a freestyle or what?
Shit.
Yeah.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
You guys actually want to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Alright,
this.
freestyle.
Let's do it. Freestyle.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, off the dome. Let's go.
No, not off the dome. I'll give you a written. I'm not gonna.
Alright, let's
I'm not
You
gonna
want a
cap.
beat or something?
No, that's cool. I'll just rap.
Acapella.
In the mind of a monster, you ready to die, then you finna conquer your dreams. The passionate world. My mind is obsessed by the passionate girls. Cabin fever to the casting the pearl to the swan of the surf. Trouble from birth, right into death like I see it in a hearse. Leaving mommy like it's ghost face. Leaving mommy to my hope take a different kind of turn. You never believe, so we had to let it burn. I am alive in the set. You praying to God, but what if he let the rampants of evil, the will of the saints? The campus is equal to chiller complaint. I am enriched by the pen in the game. My vanity lost by your hunger of fame. I'm running from Cain and buried the rain and married the same and buried in shame. Damn, this a travesty. Never taste the sweet of this gasoline, so I burn it all till I burn my heart, and I earn my heart till I earn my dreams. Fly like a motherfucker. Believe in this world, your reason to slip. No reason to die, no reason to live, no reason to take, no reason to give. Trust.
Damn, that's pretty dope.
Thank you, sir.
This guy got fucking I was sick,
That
bro.
was sick, bro.
Damn, that
Well-
was like more like that was kind of like Lamar, man.
Yeah.
Kendrick flow. That
A
was
little
dope.
bit.
I liked it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the end of each show, what do we got? We good? At the end of each show, we like to give our guests a platform to give any advice to whoever's out there, you know, whoever needs it. And what do you got? Promote your shit.
Yeah, that sounds good. Appreciate y'all having me on. Shout out Bains and Beers. I think if you're an upcoming artist, entrepreneur, someone with a vision, find good people. People will be real with you, tell you, yo, this is trash and this is good. And if you don't agree with them, really ask yourself why you don't agree with them. I think that shit's very key for you to win and succeed. Self-awareness is the most important thing in this industry. Don't ever let someone jerk you. Don't ever let someone talk down to you. Know your worth. Know who you are. But at the same time, this shit is honestly this shit is very hard. It's very hard to just give up and not want to continue doing it. My encouragement to every single artist in Vancouver is let's keep going. We're at a point right now where I feel like the city is really building some really authentic shit. Forget all the cap and forget the people who are buying views. Forget the people who are buying streams. Forget all that for a second.
Fuck fake views 2019.
Fuck that. At the end of the day, just keep going and build with the right people. And we'll definitely win. I'm speaking into existence November 29th. I'll be at Fortune Sound Club. I'm speaking into existence. We're going to sell that shit out. I'm speaking into existence. Next year, I'm touring the States. Let's go. Teon Gibbs, find me
Let's
on
go.
Spotify,
Show
SoundCloud,
up.
Instagram,
Fucking
everything.
sponsor. Or sorry, no. Show up. What is it? I don't know. Support. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, we want to thank you for coming on the show.
I appreciate y'all.
Always welcome here. We will see you at Fortune.
Let's
You're
do
gonna
it.
come.
It's going to be great. It's going to be very dope.
We are the Bains and Beers podcast, and we are out.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all.